Bush is in charge. I'm just watching.
You're just proud to be here.
Yeah, just in the number. Just to be in the number. He's in charge today. That's his day.
Okay.
I'm not good at being in charge these days, but I don't know. We'll see.
Shut up, Chewy. Don't ruin the shot. All right. That's a good sunblock on that. Was interesting. Wow.
That's my role. What do I do? Stay outside of the camera, right? Huh? What do I do? Come on, you. Just listen. Chewy. Chewy. Il s'amuse. You know he's way back. Il se balade. Voilà.
Oh, you missed that slice.
Get in there.
It's been a long week.
Yeah.
The ball's moving a little more, huh?
Yeah.
It's a little warmer.
Yes.
The heat is bouncy.
Just trying to stay loose, and loose seems to be getting more power. I'm not trying for more personal, more power. Just clean strike. That's what I'm thinking about. And like sometimes I'm just too lazy to get out of the way, and I think I can compensate in the car.
Yeah, just make sure you're not overdoing it with upper body, you know? Sometimes you plant a little too early.
Yeah.
And it's like, it goes a little too far with the shoulders. So when you keep the shoulders connected, usually the ball's pretty clean.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. And when I feel that thing that comes out, I'm like, as soon as I do it, I feel it. So it's not even like, it doesn't feel good doing it. Sometimes it feels good to lean on a mistake in the moment, even though you have no bad result. That doesn't even feel good in the moment.
It's fun. It's like I've played tennis for 25 years nearly, and I'm like still on a daily basis, it just doesn't feel good. It's like, I need to find it,
And every day is different, right?
Yeah.
The weather, the player, the conditions, sunlight, no sunlight. Play in England, it's flat light. Play here, it's all like sparkly.
Yeah.
It's tricky, challenging. And then every day, every player is different. And then how they play is different. I mean, the permutations are sort of on an economic equation is terrifying. You know?
Do you try to play when you travel?
I play everywhere I can. I'm about to go on tour to Australia, so there I already have the list gone out to Mr. Cahill. I'm getting the list for Darren. He helped me last time I was in Australia, and I hit with a lot of people around the place where I could.
I got a bunch of friends there, so if you let me know what area you're in, I'll try to set you up.
Oh wow, that's amazing. 100%. I've got my list. I've got a list, like I'm a few days in Melbourne and a few days in Sydney, a few days in Adelaide.
Nice. Yeah.
So that makes it central. But yeah, you know, it's a nice world away from the music. And then what's cool is you go to any club, you've got a top pro or the junior there, and then everyone knows you're in town to play the show. So it normally costs about 14 tickets to go to hit, give tickets away. So it's really fun. And afterwards, I have like tennis nuts in my dressing room afterwards. You know, like, what's going on? So it's fun.
It's a nice little skip on court, huh?
Yeah, no, it's a good vibe, and you know, like you meet good people playing tennis. I bet you know, it's like just having good people, and it's such a great pastime because it's so difficult, it's so annoying, and there's always room for improvement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then some days you know play great, hit great balls, but generally people like me, regular dozy players, it's like, oh Jesus, but we enjoy it.
Did you take some crosses?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Tomorrow 10. So I got a match for both of them.
Cool.
Yeah,
Thank you.
awesome. Yeah, come on up and see you in the morning. All right, thanks guys.
Is it possible to get a lesson before the event tomorrow?
I'm not here.
Well, never mind.
Yeah. I won't be even. I'm usually not around a whole lot on Sunday until tournaments start up, and then I'm here all day.
Okay, well, thank you again.
Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
It's only a week off, but fuck.
C'est dur, hein?
A little. It's not the week off, it's what I did in the week.
Awesome.
10 hours on a set. You know, so, hey.
Yeah, backhand's way more solid right now. Your shoulders is together naturally because you have two hands.
Right.
Forehand's like,
Yeah.
you know, you gotta make sure they're together.
Yeah. Seriously, do better with a two-handed forehand.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get back. I'll get it back. Yeah, well, I mean, that's ridiculous. Like night and day with my backhand and forehand. It's just the shoulder split, right?
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of forehands that go right, just so many that go wrong.
I always find the backhand to be way more consistent just because it's two hands. You do a lot of fitness outside of the...
A bit, you know, every day I go on the bike 20 minutes, do some sit-ups, some push-ups, and then just scatter in a few things. I have stuff around my house.
Yeah.
So I don't like do 2-hour workouts, but I'll do like half an hour, you know, just just move it around a bit. And that helps me from, if I had the weekends off, I used to think, why am I not feeling better on a Monday? I have the weekend off. But my body likes a little light work.
Light work, yeah.
And then it feels really sort of happy.
I'm sure doing your work, you also get a workout too.
Yeah, but this informs that. Basically, like me going on stage in Australia, you know, it's like fitness-wise, it's such a dog. nothing compared to this.
Do you find that tennis helps you in music? Like as far as cardio and all that? Yeah.
100%. All the performance stuff, because I'm a very physical performer, and I never have to think about my fitness. I mean, I don't think about my fitness because I think about my tennis time, my technique, and then inadvertently you get fit and healthy. And then when I go out to play shows, it's not a hassle. I just don't think about that side of it. There's other pressures, write a good song, things like that, but not really the physicality of the performance is always there.
Right. Yeah, I always find it interesting how much cardio that would give you.
Well, I do steps. I run between 4.5 to 5 miles a night.
Oh, really?
On stage. This is the step count.
As far as the step counts?
And that's what it comes back as, usually between.
That's kind of like a 2-hour tennis match almost.
It's an hour and a half of like constantly moving, very short bursts, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do that. It's great. It's so much sweat. I love that. Like the basketball players. So I love when I play, it's just everything is just pouring sweat.
Yeah, I saw probably on Instagram. I see like other pictures of just trenches.
But you would be as well. It's anyone who's fit in those lights, being active, you just pour with sweat. I love that look. The basketball players when they're being interviewed afterwards, they're so fit, they're just dripping because their bodies, they're machines.
Yeah.
They're machines with nice cars.
That's a great feeling though when you get all that sweat out.
Right.
I'll probably fit in with the basket.
Goes back to me.
The spacing is way better there.
Yeah. What I was doing was I was waiting, but like on the backhand, I'm prepared, but I let it come to me. I don't reach too much. And that's done me really good today. So it's not as soon as I do this reach, everything's out. And if I'm not, so a nice space up here, feet in front, then, space, I'm fine.
Yeah. It's finally a nice day after a whole week of this weird weather, huh?
I've had a whole day of sitting in a studio, sitting in the troubadour, listening to terrible bands.
You're mostly out in Studio City, in the studios?
No, it's they're shooting this show. You mean the TV show? It's like troubadour. You have all these bands come play live. 8 bands yesterday, 4 bands every other day. They just play. It's 5 judges. It's like The Voice, but they're like the interior. It's like The Voice with a serious lack of budget.
When did you first start tennis? I'm curious.
As a kid.
Kid? When I first see sports?
That's it.
Yeah.
Soccer and tennis.
Soccer and tennis.
I mean, I'm better at soccer, not better at soccer. I'm more successful than that. I love them both. And then I did play for 15 years. I just stopped playing and then took it up later on. It just was like, wow, what was I doing? So that's kind of good because I think that I have 15 years less wear and tear on my body. I've never had, so far so good.
Yeah, because I'm just curious, like, why tennis out of all the other sports that are out there, like just golf and
Golf.
obviously team sports are difficult.
Golf, I can't stand it. Like, I know people love it. My bass player loves it, but I can understand if you're a sportsman, your whole life is about training and physicality, and then you want an afternoon to go do something with your friends and you go off and you hit balls. It does make sense to me that. But I don't like it. Some it's their main sport. It's not really. Obviously, it's very strong to play, but there's nothing noble in the way of a tennis match. It's like a fist fight with tennis balls, and it's like chess. Yeah. And you have to rely on yourself or with your partner. I like doubles as well, but it just is like, and it's, you asked me about playing on tour. I can go anywhere, take my rackets with me wherever I go. It's such a great social interaction thing. You go, especially if you can hit the ball, you go there and they're like, okay, there's another bozo for a couple of hours, then you go out there, they have a good hit, and just everything happens, good vibe. So I love it for that.
It's like a racket gets connected to your soul, but
I think it's super heroic. It's just like whoever you are taking on an opponent. It's just that mental battle, mainly with yourself. For us regular players, the battle is usually with ourselves mostly. And then if we can just take care of ourselves and have a chance against the opponent. It's just really fun and it's so intricate. Like anything, the more you get into it, I'm hitting with you, hitting with Alex, hitting with Karu. Everyone has a different ball, it's a whole different feeling. I might have a good hit with you, then come out and I'm going to play Karu. It's a very different ball, much more. Just a difficult ball, but like always a difficult ball, and it upsets your rhythm. And then with Alex, he just gets everything back, and then he hits so deep. I didn't realize it, but when I was looking back at the recordings of us hitting, his ball is always within that much of the baseline, which is a lot to deal with for a whole fucking session.
Whether my hips hurt because he's always like, this hitting ball so deep, to get so low.
Yeah, I mean that's it, and it's relentless. It's just every rally we played. It's so impressive, and he just looks. I don't know. He just doesn't look like he's going to play like that. He's unsettling like that. It's really such a great athlete. I mean, you and him are super quick. So is Karu as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of speed.
Yeah, I always definitely feel that pressure from him. But you're right, every person you play out there, you get to see a bit of their personalities too.
And he soaks it up so good with Alex. He's, the harder you hit, obviously the harder the ball's going back. It's like he's very good, but it's great fun for me to play with any of you guys.
That's good.
And more fun when I'm playing better. The better I play, the more fun it is. Oh, same for everyone, right? What should we do?
What do you think? Want to put points? Want to do more?
A few points. Yeah, let's play some open points, right?
Yeah, baseliner?
Yeah.
Good.
Put it on.
Ja? Ja, dat is goed. Mieux, mieux.
Ah, you can't.
Gee, come on. You have an opportunity. You took opportunity, right?
I don't know. They were. Jesus.
Seize them. Tu savais en plus, you saw it.
It's good. Step 1 points. Oh well.
You know, these balls too, they're really lively, these Wilson ones.
It's great. I got to, you know, it's brilliant. It's like you're playing a walk. So it's like, he's saying come up, but I don't know. Gotta be careful.
I think the difference between pointing and rallying is like you have to be more proactive.
Rallying.
So you have to like, I'm hitting there, I'm looking for that shot. Would you say is wine or beer, do you think?
Probably like it starts with beer, ends with wine.
Oh, nice.
That kind of thing. But
You handle the mix?
yeah, I mean, I have a beer and then a couple of glasses of wine. I mean, I'm English, so we like drink so much without realizing it. Like I drink every day, but I drink just for food. I don't really think about it. In England, just everybody drinks for food, but my whole life, every meal my dad had wine.
That's funny because when I was in England coaching, I would drink like a beer or two every night. It just because also the weather too, just so gloomy all the time. Just don't warm up.
Cheer yourself up.
Yeah, it's like, hey, have a beer before you start eating.
Yeah, don't go to South Dakota. You might start taking meth. Listen, it's all that was left. I was training in the day, and then I was a meth head at night. It was amazing. I got no teeth, but my forehand's killer.
Do you still find the same thrill now than you did when you were beginning?
Yeah, even more so because it's, you know, maybe a bit like someone who's coming towards the end of their career playing tennis. You know, you can see the horizon when you're 17, 18. Last thing you think about is how to play well before you finish, or to finish strong, whatever it is. You know, any kind of horizon. That natural thing of knowing that things are finite. You know, and so I mean, I've never taken. I think, you know, if you ever took a show for granted or showed up trying to phone something in, that'd be so sucky. I mean, the one thing, you know, I just have a small bubble of people that know me and love us, and just they just know that the commitment is just extreme. You know, in the same way that you're not going to miss a ball, we're going to try and not miss the opportunity. Great, all the way through, and it's funny because I should be better at tennis in terms of the concentration where I spaz out, because you know that my job is all about that. You know, every moment is a selection of details, just like tennis. You know, you take it in a stride, but actually break down any moment. There's a lot of things happening that you make second nature. No, I love it. I think that you know, there's so many people who want to tour, so many people that are ready to take our position, wherever you are, that if you don't give it that 5,000% and you don't actually enjoy it, it just becomes apparent. I don't know if they would stick to it. Some people have that attitude of playing and it's sort of quite punky just to be a bit respectful to the crowd. I'm like, I love you, thank you so much for everything. Just give me everything I got. I don't know what to say. You know, I can't be rude to people that you know, supported my whole life.
So what would you say is the biggest similarity in tennis and then, you know, with music?
Muscle memory and just keeping it cool under extreme conditions. So, you know, we can be up against it. To just not let outside external forces upset everything, our intentions, what we can do, and you have a set, you know what you're going to do. And so for that, it's that thing of, you know, when you step onto the court or you step onto the stage, it's the same thing. It's like under extreme pressure that you handle by being relaxed, and you maintain your focus on what's needed to win. And like for us, it's singing a great song, having an amazing reaction from the crowd, and for you, it's winning a match where less unforced errors the better. You know, it's that. You know, we don't have unforced errors.
Do you find yourself, like for tennis, for example, there's a lot of adjustment going on? Is there a lot of that going on too for you there?
Yeah, all the time. Absolutely. Everything's different. You know, we talk about different players, different feel of different players. But what about when you know, different sounding stages, different nights? Some night you're on like waiting for a cue from one of my guys in the band. He may be having a terrible night.
What's up, coaches?
He doesn't give me that cue. You know what I'm saying? It's really difficult. So for that, it's pretty connected like that. And I love the similarity. You know, I'm pretty much obsessed with making a great show. I'm pretty much obsessed with playing the best tennis you can. And they all require work and focus. And then once you've got it, you have to work so hard to make it seem like you haven't worked. It should be effortless. Like when I'm on stage, it's effortless between switching guitar pedals, guitars, what the lyric is, this bit there. There's all these things going on, but if ever I look like I'm trying, that means I'm failing. It's like better to the second nature.
There's always room for improvement in these kind of things.
I mean, I think that my three biggest loves in my life is music, tennis, and cooking. They all complement each other.
Cooking?
Yeah. They all literally inform each other. You know, the cooking is a sort of a way to add nutrients to your body to make you feel better when you play. They're all connected to me. They're the three most integral parts of my sort of life.
So nutrition must be big for you then too, like as far as like how well you take care of your body and your mind.
Well, you know, it's like just being. It's just obvious. It's not like I don't weigh my food, stuff like that. I'm just mindful. I eat as little meat as possible. I know that if I have an amazing, great night with like a fantastic tub of ice cream, maybe I shouldn't have it the next night.
Right.
I don't know, because it
Far
seems
into it.
logical.
Yeah.
So it's just mindful more than really. You know, people get so into the science of it. But we all get a bit obsessed with protein over carbs and like, oh my God, bread.
This ratio, that ratio. Yeah.
So, but I think it really counts, and it's like food should taste good and it should be nutritious so that you get benefits of it. So, inadvertently, I think if you love cooking, you're always going to kind of err on the side of getting a fresh vegetable over opening a can or something.
You find it a little meditative too when cooking?
Well, I think that it's an act of servitude. You know, I think that when you cook for people that you love, and it's, the more why are you tasting it? You're tasting it so you give pleasure to someone. You're tasting it so they like it. Tasting it so it's like like nonsense. And so for me, it's all a real. It's an act of friendship, and if it's friends, if it's your partner or family, it's all giving. You spend that time. You want it to be right. You take longer to prepare things so they look beautiful. I'm a bit obsessed with that stuff.
That's really cool. I like that. You want to check some more? You good?
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Whatever. You guys are definitely in charge.
Yeah, he's in charge. That's his day. No. This is your time.
4-1. Right, 4-1. Oh, beautiful shot. I was hoping that was like. don't do it. And what was I doing? I was all out of sync. That's what was happening in backhand. I was like, there's nothing more I can do. Just do this. And it's right there. Here, that's going from this guy. Whereas here, I'm like, ugh. It's all.
One thing that I'm very curious about is, besides like tennis and cooking, do you do any sort of like meditation in particular, or any, let's say, yoga or any kind of practice in that sense?
I used to do a lot of Bikram. That used to felt like it would save my life. The tennis, non-realistic movements for your body, sideways and shit. So I was really into doing a lot of yoga now with the pandemic. I've done a lot, so I just do a lot of stretching. But I do love the yoga practice. But I do love that. So yeah, I mean, I'm not that. I mean, I have a very Buddhist mindset in life.
Right.
If I ever had any kind of mindset.
Zen, you like Zen a lot in that sense, like the philosophy of Zen?
I like the whole philosophy of apart from the fact that I live my life through craving and I drink and I eat sometimes. Like, I couldn't be a Buddhist, but it's just such common sense, the way they are and the way they look at things, and it's such a great life lesson because most of the problems that we have are just usually perspectives. The Buddhist mindset is really just walk around the problem, look at it from a different angle, see what you're getting out of it, see what you're learning off of the biggest mistakes become the biggest lessons, things like that. And yet when you're in it, in a kind of a more kind of non-esoteric way, people get freaked out and stressed and lose their mind. There is a natural flow and order of things that I believe in, and I think that you kind of just have to adhere to, be mindful of. So I don't know, and just the general thing of, I always thought it was really insulting that you don't have to be religious to be a good person. You can still be good morals, a loyal person, and a good ally for anyone.
Do you grow up religious?
No.
Thanks for letting me do this.
Of course.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on here.
That's good.